Hey, Annette. Hey, everyone. I'm finally able to go live. It's just been a crazy day. Waiting for the baby to go to bed. She just finally went to sleep. Like, I couldn't do nothing all day. Hey, Essence. Hey, Sandra. Girl, I'm tired. Hey, Liza. I hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, I was waiting for the baby to go to sleep. Trying to help the kids with everything that they had to do today with homeschooling, so I didn't have time earlier to go live like I normally do. So I was like, I'll go live later. And I was supposed to edit the video and upload it, but I was supposed to pay for my subscription for Power Director because that's what I use to edit my videos. And I didn't have no money on my account. I had to go to the bank and drop the money off so I could pay. So I was trying to edit the video and it wouldn't let me do it. So I finally paid for it so now I can go edit the video. Hey, Mama 12. Yeah, if you hear any noise in the background, that's the dryer right now. Hey, Kimmy. Hey. Yeah, I was waiting for the baby to go to sleep. Hey, Chelsea. Because if I would have went live, she would have been all up in my phone, trying to be all up in my face. I wouldn't have been able to talk to you guys the way I wanted to. So far, homeschooling is going good. Oh, my face is dry. It's going good. They like it so far. They like the idea. They like that fact that they don't have to get up and go to school. Or like leave the house, actually. Hey, Kiva. Yes, you finally called. Well, that's because I usually do my lives during the day when you're at work, probably. Yeah, I'm only up late because it's been a long day. I'll probably do another grocery haul in a week, next week. That's probably when I'll do another one. Yeah, it's not that bad. And then like when they were doing like the little like the older kids, I didn't have to put in my password for them to do like the quizzes and stuff, but for Journey I did, and he was able to get like credit for everything that he was supposed to be doing. Um, my nephew's doing good. He still has like he's still doing physical therapy and all that. But he's doing better. He's doing a lot better. Like I think for him it's like a shock that like he survived what he survived. And then like the amount of support and messages that he got, like he's overwhelmed with it because he wasn't expecting so much love and support. So he hasn't really been able to reach out to a whole lot of people. But he's doing really good. He cut all his hair off, which I'm sad, but with the accident and everything, you know. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be doing late night lives if I have to do live. I was supposed to get a video up, but I tried to edit it and the software was like, you need to pay. Because I paid for the subscription. Yeah, his memory's getting better. Yeah, his memory's getting better. Slowly but surely it's getting better. I'm sleepy too myself, Kiva. I'm tired. I had to go to the store and get some stuff for the kids to eat for lunch. I did not want to deal with a whole bunch of cooking and a whole lot of stuff. So I told them, I said, either it's sandwiches, ramen noodles, or you eat leftovers for lunch the next day. See, it's easier for you because you an hour behind. It's already like midnight. Angie's doing good. She's doing real good. I think she's like stressed out because financially like he can't work, so like she's covering his bills and taking care of him, and then she also has a special needs child that she's taking care of too. So financially I think she's just overwhelmed. But other than that, I think she's like mentally and emotionally she's doing a lot better. Right? That's what I'm saying. It's not even too it's like the week just began and I'm already like ready to pass out. Yes, they are liking homeschooling. They like it. They like the class connection, like how like they're able to interact with the teacher and how like the other kids they can interact with the other kids. No, she can't get food stamps. Her and her husband both work. They make too much money. But they like it. Yeah, that's all I'm like. I was like, y'all gonna eat leftovers. Like some days I'll probably make lunch for them. You know what I mean? But like some days when it's like crazy hectic, I know for a fact like Mondays and Wednesdays I'm not gonna be able to make lunch because me and Leon pretty much like have to meet up. Like he gets out of class at like literally 1 1:20 or something like that. And then I have to get out and I have to be in class at like 1:30. So like those days probably not gonna happen. Nana will be here, but you know, but the other days I'll be able to make lunch. Well, no, I'm lying. I have to be at class at 12. And he gets out of the class at 11:50. So Mondays and Wednesdays I probably won't make lunch for them. They'll just have to fend for themselves and figure it out. I mean, my kids know how to cook. They can cook regular meals. I was showing Andrea today earlier how to clean chicken. I made fried chicken, steamed broccoli, and white rice. I actually vlogged today. Not a whole lot, but I vlogged a little bit. Hey, Yvonne. Yeah. I know exactly how you feel in it. I know exactly how you feel. See, I try to make breakfast every morning, but some days they just be like, I don't want that. And it's really just, for the most part, it was really just a baby, and she's very picky. Like, she's like me. We're not really breakfast people. Like, me and her would rather just wait until like 10 and 11 o'clock and then eat lunch. And she would rather have like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, she'll eat oatmeal, but sometimes, like, now she's starting to get out of that oatmeal phase. Having the kids here all day is not bad. Um, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Like I thought they would just drive me crazy, but they just thought they was gonna be on computers all day. I was like, nope. I had them in the basement helping me clean because they knocked over all like they had toys in the basement and they knocked down all these toys out of this tub, and I was like, y'all go down in the basement and go clean it. But it's actually not that bad. It's just I think it's more so a transition for my oldest because like she was sleeping at like 3 o'clock. I was like, get your butt up. This is what she was doing in school. Not here. Get your butt up. Go downstairs. We don't. We're not doing that. Get up, because then that way, if you take a nap now, your butt's gonna be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Nope. Yeah. See, I'm more of a late bloomer, like late riser, I guess you could say. This morning was hard. I overslept. I literally got up at 8:31 and Journey was supposed to log in at 8:30. And somehow, some way he locked the keys on his laptop. So I made him like I was like, forget it. Instead of trying to figure it out, I was like, get on Andre's laptop and log in. But Besides that, like it wasn't too bad. And then once he was done, he was able to like make breakfast and stuff like that. And then we were fine for the rest of the day. But it was just like, and I'm like, Leon, why didn't you wake me up? Leon was like, he knows what time he had to be on that classroom. He should have got up, came down here, and got on there. Yeah, my kids, they can't take naps or they'll be up late. Like, Justice, he'll probably sleep in tomorrow a little bit because he went to the store with me. And so he didn't go to bed until like almost 11. Like we literally just got back not too long ago. What time is it? No, like an hour ago. Um, so like he just went to bed, so he'll probably sleep until like 9, 9:30 until he has to log in. I know, right? I'm live at this time. Usually I'm in bed by 8 o'clock. Cause I'm old. I'm getting old, guys. I'm usually in bed at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. But I'm like, oh no, I need to go live. I need to do something because I told y'all I was gonna do a video and I didn't get the video up. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just like fascinated with everything that's going on right now on YouTube. Maybe I didn't watch, the only person's video I've watched was Crazilla's video. I didn't watch anyone else's video. So I really don't know the details of everything that's going on. No, I lost the baby in at the end of September, Mija. Oh, my eye is irritated. That's the only person I watched. The baby takes 2 naps and Brenda takes one. The baby takes his nap at 10 until 12. I don't blame you. That sounds like a good deal. See, Ariah's sleep schedule is off, and I think it's because of the fact that the kids are home now. So like her sleep schedule is so off. Like she just went to bed, like literally before I got on here. Um, so she'll be up. She'll probably sleep until like 9, 10 o'clock. But I'm gonna have her up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, so that she could take her nap. Because she usually takes a nap between 10 and 1, like anywhere between that time. Um, and then I try to get like as much as I can get done before I have to go to class. Thank you. Crazilla's video was like, now that's what you call a reaction video. That was funny. But I thought it was funny. And it was good. It was like edited so good. And she had receipts and everything. I was like, okay, look at y'all. I mean, I watch everybody else's videos, like people that I really care about, like Annette, the Medeiros family, the Mija's family, Mama 12, you know what I'm saying? Kiva's videos. Um, I watch other people's videos, but all that drama stuff, I just haven't been watching it. I'm just like, forget that. It's not that important to me right now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like her nap, and I think the reason why her naps are off is only because the kids are home. So she thinks she's missing out on something. So she don't want to take a nap. Like earlier today, I was like, "You need to take a nap. Like you're whining and crying," and she's like, "I don't want to take naps no more." It was so cute. She was like, "I don't want to take naps no more." She's a trip. Yeah, I watch everybody else's videos because it's more entertaining. But I just didn't know what was going on. I just watched Crazilla's video because I like Crazilla's Sims. Plus, she puts me in there in her videos twerking, so that's why I watch her videos. Because I was like, oh snap. Now, if Britt and Risha will post videos, I'll probably watch them because I like them. Yeah, like I don't understand like the fascination with thinking that they're gonna miss something. Like, ain't nothing going on, girl. Go to bed. Like, take your butt to bed. I'm just tired, and I think I'm tired because I went to school and then I did a whole bunch of work, and then I was on the computer, and then I had to do homework. Well, I was on the computer working on my book, and then um, like researching different things, and then I was on homework, and then I cooked, and then I went to the store. I'm tired. Like, I'm beat. I don't know why I'm beat. It's not like it's anything different. You know what I mean? Same stuff, different day. But I think what it is that because on the weekend I wasn't really getting no sleep. I was staying up until like 2, 3 in the morning trying to get stuff done, and it's now catching up to me. I think that's what the problem is because I think the lack of sleep is starting to catch up to me from the weekend. I think that's why I'm so tired. Why is my eye irritated? Something's in my eye. Something's always in my eye, guys. Just so y'all know. Like, if we're walking down the street and something goes in my eye, I'm gonna stop in the middle of the street to try and get that shit out my eye. But something's always in my eye. Something falls in my eye all the time. I just can't win. Yeah, girl, they grow super fast. But she really tried it. So I let her take a nap for like an hour and she came downstairs and I was like, do you feel better now? Are you in a better mood now? She was like, yeah, I feel better. I was like, is that what you needed? She said, yeah, I needed that nap. She was like, yeah, I needed that nap. She's so cute. She cracks me up. She's a mess. I love it. So I don't understand. My thing is, I don't like, I have a lot on my mind right now because a friend just posted something and I'm just sitting here like, but I'm curious to know what your guys' thoughts are on YouTubers getting stuff from subscribers. Thank you. Um, yeah, I wanted to know what you guys' thoughts, what Mom was 12 was saying. Like, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on people buying subscriber stuff. Like, me personally, I don't care. It really doesn't bother me. I think it's cute. Back in the day, like if you've been on YouTube for a long time and you have been following family channels for a long time, especially the OGs, back in the day, it used to be a trend to do like fan mail and like gifts from the world. Like that's what they used to title it, gifts from the world or fan mail or something like that. So I guess for me, it's just normal because I've always seen it all over YouTube. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Like, what are your thoughts on it? I don't see nothing wrong with it, regardless if the person is asking for help or they're struggling or they're not struggling and they put it out there that they want people to send them letters or gifts or whatever they want to send. I'm me personally, I'm used to it because it's been around on YouTube for so long and I've been watching YouTubers since like YouTube started. So I don't understand what the hate is about people getting stuff from people that want to send something. I don't know. I think it's cute. I think it's nice and cute to get things. Especially when people send like snacks from other countries. I like watching those. When like back in the day people used to get snacks from other countries and then they would try them on camera. I thought that was fun. I don't know. I like those where people were getting like snacks in the mail from other countries, like little trinkets from other countries. Um, I don't know. Right. I've done like this was like a while ago. I don't even think I have that video up anymore. But a long time ago, there used to be this trend where you send a YouTuber a box of stuff and then they send you one and then like you have to pick like a budget or something like that and then you send the box. And there was like this one YouTuber, the Bram fam, and they're the ones that came up with like the whole idea of to do like clickbaity kind of videos where like you fake as if the person sent you some shitty ass stuff or like they did a horrible job. And so like that kind of like blew up her channel. Yeah, it was like a YouTuber box exchange or something like that. And back then, and people like went crazy because they really thought like they were beefing with each other, which they weren't during that time, but then later on down the line they did have issues with each other, and then now they're cool. So if they got it, okay, but when you have just four friends, sometimes people need it. Yeah, I mean, this is more so for people that actually got it and want to give it, like not for people that don't really necessarily got it and they want to give it and they actually send it, and then people seem like it's an issue for them to get it. Right. Like, ain't nobody hurting. And it's funny because, like, I've received things all the time. I do. I just don't talk about it all the time because some people they don't want, the scrutiny, or I just forget about it or the kids get to it and that shit's gone. I just forget to pick up the camera and people just it just be gone. But usually 9 out of 10, I'll try and send like a video or a picture of it so that the person can see that my kids got it. Because usually they send me stuff for the kids. It's usually not for me. And that's what I see. Like I mostly see people send stuff for kids, usually not for the adult. And then if they do send something for the adult, it's usually like something small, like a cup, a personalized cup, or something, I don't know, something personalized. But it's usually not in something like huge or dramatic. I think it's cute too. I think it's so fun. Like I don't know. I just think it's adorable when people built a relationship with their subscribers to the point where people, want to show their appreciation or want to give something. Yeah, they always say they acting like scammers, but I don't think they're scammers. Um, it's okay to receive from other people. Yeah. And there's times where if I was like, I didn't need anything, people just give. I just don't talk about it. Not on here. But calling someone a lesbian because oh no. Yeah, I seen that too. And somebody, I'm like, what? So everybody else that sent her gifts are lesbians too? I'm confused about that. Yeah, I don't get that. What I don't understand is like the whole issue with getting the kids stuff. That's what I don't understand. There's so much hate in the world if you want to show love by gifting them something, why not? Exactly. So people are wrong for donating to the kid that got bullied. Um, I don't get that. So people are wrong for wanting to donate to the woman that was involved in the bombings. Like, what is the difference between somebody that's on YouTube or a social influencer or in need, or, having a compassionate story or something very compelling, what's the difference? If people want to give, why not let them give? It's their money. That's the part I don't understand. It's their money. And I love Jamie because Jamie has a beautiful soul. I think Jamie is an amazing person to go out her way and to give back to other people. And she doesn't have to. A lot of people, you don't have to. And I hear a lot of people say that, like, you don't have to give me nothing. Hi, Kathy. My question is what are your thoughts on YouTubers receiving gifts from subscribers? That was my question. That's what we're talking about right now. What are your thoughts on, like, what is your opinion? Keisha, not Milo. I don't, what do you mean? It's nice when, yeah, and I think the kids get more excited than the adults in the situation. I think it been like, let's be realistic, kids was more hype about those beds than anything else. And let's be real, and if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I was hyped. I was like, yes. I just don't seem excited because I'm tired. You don't see anything wrong with it? Right, that's how I look at it. I'm like, if somebody else wants to spend their money, that's their money. And I think that's the problem with me, is the reason why I don't accept things is because a lot of my subscribers tell me that they don't really have a lot, but they still want to give me something. And then it's just like I've been there in that situation where it's like I really don't have it, but I still want to help somebody or give something to somebody. And it's like, no, I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Like, I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Butterfly, what you mean? I don't know what you mean. Keisha or not Milo. I don't know what that is. I'm confused. But yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see what the big deal is. I don't understand why people are making reaction videos about someone receiving a bunk bed for their kids. Hey, mommy on a budget. Yeah, I don't understand it. And this is going based off of what Crazilla's video is, and then from what I've seen, like little clips, like I sped through it because I was like, what the hell? Like, why does it matter? I'm talking about Crazilla's video where she was talking about Tasha and how Tasha basically was like, don't send nothing to Jazzy's kids. Jazzy's kids received enough. That's basically what I got out of it. I don't know if that was the context that she meant, but and my question was, since you came in, was what are your thoughts on subscribers receiving gifts from what are your thoughts on subscribers sending gifts to YouTubers? That's what I was talking about. Because I really want to know what y'all think. Because you're the subscribers. Well, some of y'all are YouTubers too, but we pretty much watch other YouTubers. So we kind of get like the gist of what it's like to be a subscriber and a YouTuber. Because I be fangirling on YouTubers. Like if I meet some of y'all, I'll probably act a fool. I'm just saying. I'll probably act a fool. Yeah, that's why I don't understand. I don't get it. And I always said that too. Like, how are you gonna be mad that somebody else has a registry and they got something, but you got a registry? Exactly. Exactly true. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, we got bigger issues to worry about than somebody receiving beds for their kids. Like, we got the virus going around. We got political elections coming up to get Trump out. Like, we got bigger issues to worry about than somebody receiving a goddamn bunk bed. Like, really, your character is really showing on how bitter and jealous you are because little kids received new beds. Like really. Yeah, that's what it is. They want the paycheck and they want the gifts and all that they're receiving. They want the subscriber count, they want the view count, they want the likes, they want the YouTube check that they get, they want the gifts and everything that the people are that they're receiving and they're not getting it. If anyone wants to give someone something, it's not coming right. It's not coming out of their pocket. What's the issue? I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like it didn't come out your pocket, so why are you worrying about what's in somebody else's house? Like if I subscribed to her beds, I'm pretty sure it wasn't something that didn't hurt. Right. If she was able to buy the bunk beds, it obviously didn't hurt her pockets. So I don't know why Tasha was talking about like people struggling out here. No. You struggling. I'm poor. I'm not broke. I'm poor. I'm low income. There's a difference. Hey, Crazella. We're just talking about your video because I haven't had time to come on here. My nephew's doing good. He's getting better. He's still doing therapy and stuff. His memory's coming back and stuff. So he's doing a lot better. Yeah, she had a housewarming registry. And then she had another registry that which actually had a laptop and a camera and a tripod and a whole desk. And I'm like, and all Jazzy did was put up a registry for cleaning supplies and house necessities. But you expect people to purchase you a whole laptop, a whole camera, a whole desk, and a whole tripod. Really, Tasha? And I'm calling your name out because, like, really, really, Tasha? Really? Like, girl, come on now. She's 40. Right. Like, why are you worrying about what kids get? I don't see how she's begging for anything. That's the part that I don't understand. She has no comments. Well, she does get comments, but eventually they get turned off. But right, Crazilla. Like they acting like she sent her $1 million. Like no. She bought the kids' beds. She didn't buy Jazzy a whole new bed. She bought the kids' beds. I don't see how it's begging because I get subscribers all the time telling me make a PO box, do a registry. So I get it. And I always say I'll think about it and then I never do it because no. It's not that I'm against it or I wouldn't like I don't want to do it or anything like that. It's just I don't know when I think about it and like I actually really sit and think about it, even though everybody around me tells me to suck it up and if people are asking, do it. But I don't know, I just don't feel right because I'm on welfare. I'm in a living situation that has me blessed to where I'm able to provide a stable situation for my kids. I should be in bed. I'm so tired. But I wanted to come on here and talk about this because I said I was gonna upload a different video, but I never did. And I seen another person's reaction video. I didn't watch the whole thing because in the beginning she said something about how she just moved and she's struggling, and then at the end of the video she was like, I can relate to Jazzy because she just moved and I just moved. Sound like she was dry begging to me, but hey. Um, I don't know her name. What's I want to say Sophia. I don't remember. But anywho, um, but yeah, I should be in the bed. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, how you gonna be mad that somebody bought the kids some beds, but you got a whole tripod, and a whole desk, and a whole laptop, and a whole computer, and everything on another registry? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, people do be asking for stuff. Like, they just flat out ask for stuff. Like, I've seen it. I've seen it. I've done it. Like if you've been following me long enough, you probably seen the video of me asking for help for, a GoFundMe. So I'm not going to sit here and say people don't come out here begging. I've begged. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm better than somebody else or I haven't done it. But I've done it. But at the same time, it's like, okay. Yeah, that's how I feel. If they want to send stuff for the kids, it don't matter. I mean, even if they want to send stuff to the YouTuber, the parent or the adult, okay? It's not my money to be all up in my feelings about it and to be upset about it. Like my money, I'm not like it's not that serious. It's really not deep. But I'm not gonna say that though because I did just put it in my community tab about a post saying that it should be that deep. Exactly. Like sometimes you gotta push that pride aside and ask for help and ask for like something. For me, I feel weird doing a wish list or something because I have a husband because I know we can afford it. Right. And I think that's my problem is the reason why I won't do a wish list or accept donate. Like, I don't know. To me, I feel like it's not necessarily a donation, but at the same time, like if I can afford it, I don't want to get it. And for the most part, like for me, I don't get my kids what they want because out of the fact that they bad. Like you're bad. Like I'm not rewarding you for bad behavior. You got me jacked up to think I'm gonna be on here out here working and busting my butt and you disrespectful as fuck. Nope. Nope. So my kid ain't gonna have nothing and everybody got a problem with it. I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't care. Like you're not here to raise my kids. So I don't have no, I don't care. Cuz was here saying that even without the mom she would have people to react on. Who else does she react on? The who See, I don't know that person, so you gotta tell me also that she brings traffic to the moms, but those people already know the moms. Who else does she react on? I only seen that one video and I just skimmed through it and I was like, I ain't listen to this dumbass shit. I can't listen to this like I think my issue is that like I have so much going on that I just don't have the patience. Like everybody else's videos that I watch, like Mama 12, the Medeiros family, the Mijas family, everybody else and your videos, I let y'all's videos autoplay. Like I don't sit here and be like this watching it. Like it's in the background playing while I'm doing something else. Whereas their videos, like I don't want to do that. Like I don't because it's all redundant. It's redundant. It's repetitive and redundant. It is hypocrisy. Oh, she doesn't. You just answered my question. Yeah, she don't react on like she don't react on nobody else. Then she ain't gonna get no views. She was upset about Chrissy getting baby stuff, and I'm like, it's for the baby. Like, why are you upset? Yeah, that's true, Crazilla. Yeah, it's a gift. Then at the end of the video, she said that clearly Jamie and Jasmine are smashing because no one is giving people's furniture. Wait, what? Okay, I heard that's what Mama 12 said earlier, something about somebody being a lesbian, but I didn't know that's what she said. But wait. So, for all the other people that sent stuff to Jasmine, they smashing too? Are they smashing? I'm confused. Like, do you, do you not have no common sense? That makes no sense. And see, that's funny because like I would rather reach out to a brand or a PR agency to see if I can get a sponsorship before I even go out and buy it. You should do the same in that. Oh, I don't get me down. I just think it's funny. Right. Like if they didn't have the if they didn't talk about them, then they wouldn't have nobody else to talk. Yes, reach out to sponsors. That's what I do. If I want something, I reach out to a sponsor before I even go out and buy it. And that's how I usually get stuff. Sponsorships. Now, people don't get to me when they say dumb shit. I think it's hilarious. At this point in time, I think it's funny. Right, mommy on budget. I'm just like, what? When she's wait, when Crazy just said that, I was like, wait a minute. So everybody else that bought something on her registry, are they together too? Or is it just Jamie? Because Jamie bought the couch in the bedding in the bed bunk beds. I mean, I'm confused because Jamie wasn't the only one that bought stuff on her registry. I'm lost. Hey Sierra. Message me on Instagram and I'll break it down for you, girl. I'll break it down. Yeah, it's obvious that she lives a nice lifestyle and she can afford to do what she wants with her money. Unlike some of us who do live off a box of ramens. This one here. I just said it that I just went out and bought a whole bunch of ramen for the kids for lunch. So, yeah. hmm Maybe a bag of sheets for See, that makes no sense. That's ridiculous though. I don't get that. I'm confused. Maybe it's because I'm tired and so like I'm like half asleep, but I just don't understand the logic. And that's why I asked like what do you like that's why I asked everybody like what are your thoughts on it? How do you feel about it? Because maybe you have something maybe you have like in your mind you can give me a different understanding about it. But I just don't get it. And I'm basing this off of Tasha's video only because I didn't watch all of Sophie's video. I didn't watch all of it because I was just like whatever. Um but I'm going based off of Crazilla's video off of what she reacted off of Tasha and I'm just like why are you upset about kids receiving gifts? And I can see if she had on her registry a whole bunch of like unnecessary stuff. No, she put on there things that she needs for her house and for her kids. I'm starting to find all this hilarious. Like my friend, she just posted up something, and I'm like, I'm here for the comments. I really don't. There's really no point in a debate of the ego and the feminism. Like I just here for the comments because I want to see this discussion on all this mess because this is interesting. Okay, where's the popcorn? Also, I think it's because of my class too. Like my teacher, he's like, "Nope, you can't think like that. Think this way." Well, he don't force it on us, but he's like, "Nope." It still would not make sense when I wake up. She really want Jasmine to stop asking for stuff. Wait, that's Tasha told Jasmine that she has gotten enough. Gotten enough what? There ain't no limit in this world. We do not need Jasmine. If you see this, there is no such thing as a limit on what we can receive. Whether if it comes from God Himself, the universe, whatever you want to believe in, or some person, some stranger on the internet who feels and it's in their heart to give you what they want to give you. There is no limit. Tasha, you need to stop putting limits on people. And that's the kind of mindset that's holding you back from being able to receive the blessings that you want to receive. Honey, no. Because if you was really blessed and you was really receiving the blessings that you wanted to be blessed with, your ass would be at 1 million subscribers right now with these reaction videos. I'm just saying, there is no limit. Stop limiting ourselves. That's the problem that we have with us. We limit ourselves and then try to put limits on other people. And that's what that's what I've been trying to say. Stop putting limits on other people because you afraid or you feel some type of way. No. Don't do that. No. Somebody said that they want me to stop talking about Leon and the kids. And I'm like, but it says life with Vicki. This is my life. This is my channel. I want to talk about what I want to talk about on my channel. Like I've been doing. Like that makes no sense. My channel's called Life with Vicki. So to tell somebody to stop doing something, that's her life. That's what you want to do. That's what you're going to do. True, it's a lot. It's really a lot because you got people and all the coming at you all the time. If I had the money, I would send some stuff to people that I enjoy watching. I think it's funny too, Zilla. Exactly, Annette. Exactly, Madeiras family. Exactly. When I receive something in the mail, like a sponsorship or a package that I ordered, I'm hyped. Any kind of package that comes in the mail, we hype. As an adult, as a child, it don't matter how old you are. We hype. So I can only imagine. Thank you, True. I appreciate it. I don't want to mess up your name, so that's why I keep saying True. I'm sorry. Right, that's how I feel. Like, okay. If it's not my money, I'm not gonna be mad. But how are you gonna be mad that somebody else decided to bless a child with a new bed? That's the part that cracks me up. That's the part that I'm just like, I can see if she sent her money or a new handbag or a new man or something. Like, I'm confused. School is good though, if you're wondering. School is going really well. I got my approval for me to graduate in May, and I'm just, it's just all it is just presentations that I'm doing right now. That's all I'm doing. Reading, notes, and presentations. It's really not that exciting. School is kind of boring. Me, even Leon, he's like, it's for Leon, it's a whole bunch of writing. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Whenever you, even if you order it yourself, even if it's not free and it comes in the mail, and you order something that you're excited about, like, who don't like receiving stuff, even if it comes out your own pocket? Like, girl, bye. Just because she can afford her rent, don't mean she can afford the necessities that she needs for her kids. That makes no sense. Like, you don't know her situation. We don't know, like, specifically her situation. We don't know the details. We just can, like, everybody, from what I'm seeing, everybody is, like, coming up with their own assumptions, their own opinions. We don't know. Like, a lot of people assume about me and assume that I don't pay no rent or utilities and I get a whole bunch of food stamps. We don't know. You don't know. So, how are we supposed to, know what she can and cannot afford? How are we supposed to know what's going on? Like, that just makes no sense. It only makes sense to talk to the people in the comments is because they don't like her. That's all. And it was funny because, a lot of people base their reputation, their opinions, and their personality and character based off of what other people don't like or like. And this goes the same with like music and movies and TV shows and, hobbies. So a lot of people will agree because they don't want to be the oddball out. And this is scientifically proven. You can look it up. It's been an actual study. People will agree or disagree with something just because they want to fit in or don't want to be perceived as a bad person or anything like that. So, a lot of people may write that they agree with it, but in reality, they don't. Um, but yeah, it was actually it was an actual legit study. I know, right? Truth, like how you pop up when that person pops up. That's true. And that's why I said before in my other video, like people are jealous because not the fact that we have things or have the lack of the things that people think that we should have, but it's just the fact that we put ourselves out there and people receive it. Like and they enjoy the content that we put out, and it's our own content. It's not content about other people. And we engage with our, I don't know how to explain it. Like we built a relationship with these people. Like I'm just saying from my experience, I built relationships with people like on my YouTube channel. I've engaged with them on a different level than on some about somebody else. Girl, I try to live within my means, and I still don't live within my means. I was just telling my father-in-law the other day. I was like, "You always have money, but you get less money than I do. How? Like how? Like, but you always got money. Like help me out. Like put me on, because I'm trying to be like you, where I got hundreds in the bank all the time. Like, and then my mother-in-law, like Nana, was like, he's stingy with his money. And I was like, I can't be stingy with my money with these kids. It's different when you got kids. Like you want to be stingy, but you can't be stingy. And then y'all really be out here talking shit about me because my kids would be walking around with holes in their shoes and holes in their pants because I would be stingy, and I'm gonna sew that shit back up. Shoot, I can't be stingy with kids. She said y'all was been here the whole time. You're a mess. She was in the bushes. See, me and Leon were talking about it earlier. Well, not earlier, but the other day we were like, if we knew what we knew now, we would have waited to have kids. We would have waited to get married. I probably would have waited until I was like 35 to have kids. I don't think they're expensive. I don't think kids are as expensive as y'all think they are. Because I think in a lot of people's minds, they feel like they have to provide more than the necessities. I was always told growing up, they don't food, shelter, and clothes. That's all I heard. Everything else is because I want to provide it. I want to provide it. That's what I heard all I grew up. Food, shelter, and clothes. That's what the law says. Um, I'm not sure. I'll reach out to her and see what's going on. She's probably just working a lot. I know she said she had something going on, but she was trying to make some money. So she's probably working like a lot. Because I know when she's working a lot, she don't have time. Girl, I love to eat too. But that's what I was always told growing up: food, clothing, and shelter. And they didn't say what kind of brands of clothes you have to give. They didn't say what kind of food you had to buy. They didn't say what kind of shelter what had to be. So it's not the same. Exactly, mommy in a budget. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I was at the store and I was looking at the Easter stuff, about to start buying shit, and I'm like, let me put this stuff big. Let me put it big. Let me put it big. I ain't gonna spend this, and I could go to Dollar Tree and make my own little baskets, get my own little eggs, and make my own little concoctions, and do my own little thing. That's how I feel too. Like, nope. I'm not buying the latest stuff. I'm not buying what they want, all the things that they want all the time. Chris Ellis said that's the money I want to spend on myself. I know that's right. And I don't blame people like that. Like I know a lot of people are like that. They're like, I don't want no kids. I'm too selfish. I want to spend on myself. I don't want no money. I mean, I don't want no kids to have to share none of the shit that I want. No. Mm-mm. No kids over here. Mm-mm. And I know a lot of people like that. And I don't fault them. I be telling them all the time, don't have kids. They be like, you ain't got to worry about me. I got the IUD. See, Aeropostale? Mm-mm. See, my kids, that's what they're into. That's true. There's a lot of people that don't know it. Oh, and there was the one YouTuber, what's her name? Kayla Nicole. She was on Twitter and she said that black people need to stop having bastards and having kids out of wedlock, and everybody went the fuck off. And I'm like, she's right though. Like she's legit right. Like we need to stop having babies out of wedlock. Like like I understand why people are upset because it's the context of the words that she used, but let's be realistic. We do need to stop having kids out of wedlock. Like, come on. Kayla, I'm with you on that, girl. Don't stop don't stop that. Like, you know. And then people was like, well, you can still end up being a single mom because things don't work out. Okay, but in my experience, I'd rather be, and this was her words, but I'm also agreeing with her on this. Um, I'd rather be an ex-wife or a widow instead of being a baby mama. Because when you're a baby mama, you don't get nothing and you don't have nothing. Nothing. You get way more benefits when you're the ex-wife or the widow. Know what I'm saying? So no. Hey, do it. But yeah, more expensive to get divorced. It is more expensive to get divorced, but and I was telling this to my one friend too. Um, because she said something about like it sounds like it's more security than love in the marriage. And I said, don't you want your kids to have security and stability in a two-parent marriage, whether if you guys have a divorce or not? I'm just saying. It has nothing to do about the women. It's more so about the kids. Like she mentioned the kids. Like stop having kids outside of wedlock and raising these kids to be dysfunctional. And when I say dysfunctional, I'm talking about mentally, emotionally damaged in society and don't know and then don't even know how to, help your kids mentally and emotionally to deal with the shit. You sound like Andrea. That's Andrea all the time. And yeah, a lot of people don't want to get married either. But if you and I get that too, but there's also the thing where it's like I think for me, I understand where her concept is because it's not so much about the marriage and the wedlock part. It's about making sure that your kids have a stable environment or, there's some type of stability there. And you can still get documents drawn up for your kids if you do choose not to get married. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can still get shit done. You can still get shit done if you choose not to get married. And the reason why I'm saying that is because my mom and my dad were considered common law marriage. You know what I mean? And back then they used to, most states still don't, like most states used to like they still do recognize common law marriage, but Pennsylvania doesn't anymore. And when my dad died, my dad left behind a lot of assets. And so my brother, which is older, he's older than my other brother that you guys saw, he took my mom to court for all of it. And my mom lost because there was no legal marriage within the state. So technically, all the things that my mom, inherited from my dad was legally supposed to go to my brother because he was the next kin. So yeah. Mm-mm. But yeah, you sound like Andrea Crazilla. Andrea's like, I'm not getting married. I'm not having no kids. Mm-mm. Nope, it's just gonna be my pig and my dog. I agree with you, mommy, on the budget. People need to stop having kids with people that don't want to be with. Because really, people don't really want to be with them. They just want a little something. And then, what is it? New relationship, something. It's a term that they call in polyamory, where it's called NRE. And it's like this euphoria of excitement and, um, I don't know, it's just an excitement of something new and it's a new relationship. And a lot of people just jump into it sexually and end up getting pregnant. So I just think our relationship with marriage is a bit different in the black community because traditional marriage was more about women getting married to be provided for. And that's so true, Crazella. And we were talking about that in class too, yesterday, and how marriage was never intended for love, or it was never intended for that traditional concept that a lot of us think marriage is supposed to be about. And when we think about marriage, like back in the day, it was only for property, and that's all it was. And the women were considered property. It had nothing to do with love. It had nothing to do with, stability or having an emotional connection with somebody. It was only for property. That's it. Marriage in today's society is always, now it's about love because people was like, no, I want to marry who the fuck I want to marry. You're not marrying me for two mules and a camel. Like, no, that's not what I want. I want to marry John. I don't want to marry Barry because he's giving us two mules and a camel. No. So that's what it was. Yeah, we never really had that stay-at-home mom role in America. We were like, that just never happened. After, the wars happened, women were already out in the workforce because the men were overseas fighting. So it was really never like um that image. And then if you really think about it, back then there was really no black people on TV or in magazines to even show what it would look like for a black woman to be a stay-at-home mom, if that makes sense. And in reality, a lot of black women weren't able to even stay home because they had to work because the husbands didn't make enough money because they were black and they got the short end of the stick. So both black parents had to work in order to be able to provide for all the families. Actually, money from the divorce doesn't take from the kids. The divorce doesn't take, like, if the divorce happens and the father is required to pay alimony and child support, that doesn't take away from the kids. The only thing that takes away from the kids is the emotional and mental struggle that the parents go through when they decide to have a divorce and go through custody battles and do the back and forth. It's not about the money. The money has really nothing to do with it. You can go to a divorce lawyer and be like, I want to file for divorce right now. And if the other person's like, yep, I want to file for divorce too, and then they already have everything settled out, it's like $200. But if there's going to be an issue with the custody and who gets what, then it becomes a money issue. They do. That's what Nana was saying. She was like, women have kids just to keep a man, and it never works out. Right. That's why I said if you have the paperwork set up, you can get everything. But if you have people in the family that don't fucking like you and they want to be dickheads, they can actually fight in court for everything. They can. I've seen it happen. Yeah, Andre is a mess. She said pig and she said I want a mini pig and a dog. I'm behind on in the comments. Yeah, I don't think I'm not against it or for it, but I'm just saying I just agreed with what she was saying. Like she's not saying anything wrong. Like you choose to do what you want to do. But I'm just saying you can't be mad because, your baby daddy ain't shit, but that's who you pick. Oh yeah, see that you good then. When you get lawyers and everything involved, it's different. Rush into marriage? I don't know. I don't really see a lot of people rushing into marriage. Unless you're watching talking about 90 Days Fiance or Arranged Marriage, those TV shows. Man, those shows are crazy. I be watching some of them. She said that's why I'm glad I'm lesbian. It's the same for that too. I've seen people go through it when people go through it with when they get adoptions or sperm donors. We see it on YouTube now. I'm in a happy marriage, so I don't know. You know what? You're so right, Margaret, because back in the day, and I'm saying this because I know scenarios that this has happened, but back in the day, and I'm talking about my grandmother and great grandmother and maybe not my great great grandmother, but my grandmother and great grandmother back in their time, the husband would have a whole family around the corner. A whole family. And I'm only saying that because my grandmother, my mom, she has other brothers and sisters. So, and they're not by my grandmama. So, like, you're right though, Margaret. I know people be cracking me up like I can't stand by my baby daddy. He ain't shit. That's who you picked up. I don't know where you live, True Seeker, because here in Pennsylvania, we got a lawyer down the street, and he can get you a divorce in 10 and with 300, but like $300, as long as both parties are on the same page and they're willing to sign, and there's nothing like no assets. You ain't got to really do a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But $300, that's it. That's all you want. Now, when there's issue, like when you got assets and all that shit involved, then that's a different story. Well, same sex, to me it really makes no difference because it's all the same to me. I welcome it all. So I guess it really makes no difference because they adopt kids. They go through the IVF if they choose to go to IVF. So and then it's legal to get married now. So I guess it really makes no difference. To me, it makes no difference. I see it as same sex and opposite sex marriage. It's all the same to me. Yeah, I think it depends on the state you live in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it depends on your situation. Like if you get married and you have a kid, but y'all ain't like financially up there and shit ain't working out. Neither one of y'all got a car. Like neither one of y'all got own a house. Maybe you own one car and that's it. Then you be alright. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like $300. But now if there's no solution, like if there's no solution, like really like an issue and y'all are um like fighting and stuff like that, then yeah, it's gonna cost you some money. So I highly suggest when you choose to get married, it be with somebody that you do not want to get a divorce with. Like just don't jump into a marriage just because you want to get married. That makes no sense. Have a good one, Yvonne. Thanks for stopping by. I'm about to get off of here myself. I'm getting like tired. I'm ready for bed myself. You can. I think you could be committed without marriage too. I really think you can. But what I'm saying is from a legal standpoint, like let's be realistic, from a legal standpoint, it's harder for you to get anything or be recognized for anything if you're not legally married. Like if the person is in the military, you have to be married. If um yeah, like certain situations you have to be married. It's not going to work. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. I almost married the guy I have kids with years ago. Glad I didn't, but thankfully me and that are best friends and co-parent great. Yeah. I don't blame nobody if marriage is not your thing. I don't agree. It does not encourage homosexuality. It doesn't. It doesn't it does not encourage kids to be homosexual. Like I'm pansexual and I'm open with it. So my kids know that I like both sexes and all orientation. So and all my kids they made it clear. I like what I like. And they all like the opposite sex. So that does not encourage it. My kids is like my girls is like well Andre is the exception because her but she be like I don't want nobody. Andre is like nope, I just want my dog and my pig. Forget the man or the woman, I don't want neither. But my daughter she likes boys and the boys like girls, so I don't believe homosexuality encourages kids when there's same-sex marriage. I don't believe that. If he doesn't want to sign, do a public notice. I didn't know that you could do a public notice if they don't want to sign. But I do believe you can be committed without marriage, though. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. We can agree to disagree, boo boo. I'm not that type of person that'd be like on your face. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. But I think it's possible. But I'm just saying, like, say if your significant other is in the military, you're not gonna get no benefits unless you're legally married. You have to be legally married. You're not going to get recognized for a lot of things unless y'all are legally married. Like if he dies and you have nothing set up, you're not going to get shit. And if you're a baby mama and your baby daddy dies and you know you didn't do no paternity or he didn't sign no paperwork, you can't go down to the Social Security office and get no death benefits if he actually worked. That's what I mean by like I think marriage is more important than anything else. But I mean if you're against it or if you're not really for it and that's not for you, you know what I'm saying? Like I get it. But I'm just saying for the stability and the security for your kids, I think marriage would be a better option. Especially for the people that be like, my baby daddy ain't shit. Well, obviously, because you picked them. And I can sit here and admit that like my relationship with my daughter's dad was not healthy. It was toxic. It was based on codependency on both ends. Um, in some ways I was abusive, but for the most part, it was because it was like out of self-defense because he was abusive. So like that shit was not that wasn't gonna work. So in my defense, like not in my defense, but like in in a way I would say like I fucked up. Like, what do you like? I fucked up. But if I knew what I knew now, then I probably would have waited to have kids. I would have waited until I was like 35, got married. But the wife won't get no benefits. That's what I'm saying. But the kids won't necessarily like. That's something like the kids won't always necessarily get benefits. If the husband is say okay, example, say if the husband is off somewhere and he's deported and not deported, that's the wrong word, deployed, and she has the child, and then he dies, what happens? He wasn't there to sign no paternity papers, and they're not legally married. What happens? That's what I'm saying. Like, you never know the situation. You never know. You never know. So you can't just assume that it's going to happen. And I've seen situations like that. And I've seen other situations where right, they and that's what I'm saying. Like you would have to go through all that work, and I've seen other people go through that. Like I had a friend of mine, her daughter's dad, he overdosed, and she tried to get death benefits for him, and she had like, and there was like she couldn't even get it because he never signed the paperwork, and she couldn't qualify for it. Now I will say, I think there was another person I know, and she was pregnant, and the dad died, and she couldn't get death benefits for him either. It wasn't until I want to say a couple years later where his parents finally was like, "Well, we'll do a DNA test," and then they was able to prove that there was some relationship to the girl. But yeah, but yeah, I'm just saying like just some situations I wouldn't take no chances. But I'm just saying like in Kayla's honest opinion, I feel like she was right. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like she was right. Like you like we need to stop it. Really, it really boils down like you said, mommy on a budget. It really needs to just boil down. Stop having babies with people you really don't like and you just infatuated with them. Like, come on now. That's not who you really want to be with. We all know that's not who you really want to be with. You just infatuated with the whole concept of this person because it's exciting and it's new, and then bam, you get pregnant, and then once you realize who this person really is, then you're like, I don't like you. Well, you liked them when you first got with them. That's true. You are so right. Estate planning. I need to do more of that. And I need to do more research on that to myself. I think so too. I think she could have worded it way better and, said it away in a different way. You know what I mean? But I understood what she was trying to say and what she meant by it. But a lot of people, you know how a lot of people are, they take things face forward. And when you put black people, black Twitter went the fuck off. Black Twitter was like, what? Huh? They was like, no. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not so much about them, like, because I understand a lot of people don't want to get married, but I'm just saying, like, don't have babies with people you really don't know. That's why me and Leon didn't get married until like 3 years later, even though we already had a whole bunch of kids. But like, let's be realistic though. Like, do I really know you? Because if I marry you, I'm stuck with you. Even though we would have been stuck with each other for 18 years after every single child we had. Right. And that's what one of my friends was saying. She was like, if I yeah, that's why I was saying like I know a friend of mine like years later down the line, it took a while because she didn't like it was like I think I'm gonna be honest, I don't think she knew who the baby daddy was. Let's be realistic, but I think that's why she couldn't find like, get no paperwork and stuff. I don't think she knew who the baby daddy was, but years down the line she was able to get proof that that was his kid. But yeah, a friend of mine, she even said it. She was like, I don't plan. She's like, I'm waiting until I get married. And even if I don't get married, I know I'm going to be financially stable. So if I choose to have a baby, I can go get me a sperm donor and have my own babies. And Andrea said the same thing. She was like, I can actually do that. I don't have to get married. I don't have to have a man. I don't have to have a girlfriend. I don't have to have nobody. I could just have a baby by myself when I'm ready. she Andrea is serious. Like she real serious about it. Like she real serious about not having no kids. She really don't want kids, but she's like, so if I do decide if I want to have a baby, I can just go get like I can just do it myself. I don't need no man. Right? That's what I'm saying. When I was growing up, it was like you had to take care of your family. Like there was no ifs, ands, buts. Like my uncle that raised me, he had 9 brothers and they all took care of their kids. All of them. Whether if they were married or had baby mamas or, got a divorce and remarried, they took care of all their kids. All 9 brothers. All 9 of them. They took care of all their kids. There was like no ifs, ands, or buts. Same with my uncles. Like, well, I have one uncle that has kids, and he took care of his kids. And same with my great uncles. They all take care of their kids. So it's like kind of weird. You know what I mean? Even my grandfather, like he, even though he stepped out, he took care of all his kids, and I think he had like 15 kids. He took care of all his kids. Yeah. Same with Leon's family. Everybody took care of the kids. Everybody. Even like, but you know how that goes. Why didn't she go to the family as long as they? Oh, because I don't think she knew who, and I don't think she really knew who the baby daddy was, because she one of those. I'm just saying, I don't think she really knew who the baby daddy was. I think she got like a couple people tested, but she won't admit it. Me either. Like now, if I think about it, I like, and I'm talking about nobody in my age range are bums. I'm just talking about the older generation. Now, my age range, I can count a couple in my family who are bummies, but that's because they got issues. And I think that's what like kind of like attracted me to Leon because he worked like he if he couldn't find it if he couldn't like Leon did not care. He would go to ready labor ready when we did have one because I don't even think there's labor ready anymore. But like he would go down there and go stand like go get a job, work for the day, make his couple of dollars for that day, and do it the next day. Leon is not the type to not work. Like he cannot. Like I think it's because he was in the military. Like that repetition and needing to like do something all the time is embedded in him. And plus, he was raised by his grandfather, and his grandfather told him like you have to work. Yeah, Leon will never ask me for money. Leon will not ask me for money ever. Even for his prescriptions, Leon won't ask me for money. Leon is like, I'm your wife. If you need money for your prescriptions, like, I'll give you the money. But Leon won't, he wants me. He'll find a way. He'll figure it out. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's my generation that you're talking about, Crazy Ella. My generation, I don't know what's wrong with them. Yeah, Leon won't ask me for money. Mm-mm. He'll go and see if he can get work out a deal. He'll do something. He will try and hustle a way to make some money. Leon is not, and that's just how he was raised. Though he was raised like that. The son sleeping on the mom's couch. Whose son sleeping on mom's couch? I'm 32. Yeah, he won't. Leon won't take no money from me. He will not take money from me at all whatsoever. Tasha's son. Oh Lord, I'm done with you. Truth, you're a mess. I was like, wait, whose son is on the couch? I'm done. But yeah, Leon won't like he won't ask me for like he'll go and ask pop up like, yo, can I work out a deal with you? I knew you was talking about my generation, girl. I knew you was talking because I see it. It's my generation, sadly. But yeah. I don't get it. And you would think like we're married. Leon would go give blood before he would ask me for some money. He would have to be desperate. And I think since we lived here, Leon only asked me one time. One time. You got $5 so I can go get my prescription. One time. Ever since then, Leon don't ask me for money. He would go trade or sell his magic cards. He would do something before he would come ask me for some money. It's the drugs. I believe it. Heroin and it's heroin and what else is the other one? Opiates and out here we call it K12. It's like that fake weed. And I'd be wondering too, like, how did he get money? I'm like, how do you like where did you get money? He'd be like, I went to go see a man about a horse. My kids asked me, what does that mean? I was like, my kids was like, what does that mean? Go to see a man about a horse. What does that mean? I was like, it's a old folks way of saying mind your business. I was like, instead of us saying mind your business, that's what we used to say. Well, that's what they used to say. Go see a man about a horse. I was like, that's what they used to say way back in the day. And it was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's just a way of saying mind your business. Yes, criminalization of the nation, the incarceration of all black men for petty crimes, especially nonviolent crimes. And it's just crazy to me because like a lot of them are like cannabis, marijuana charges, and we still got men sitting in jail for those charges, and we're selling it. It's like, come on now. You thought that they meant that it was going to Pete? No, it was just it was no, I asked Nana. Nana said it's basically like saying mind your business. It's not but not mind your business, but basically it's none of your business. That's funny. And Leon always says that too. They'd be like, oh, where you going, Dad? Can I come? He'd be like, no, I'm going to see a man. And they'd be like, no, really, where you going? He'd be like, going to see a man about a horse. And they get mad. They'd be like, selling edibles through the UPS. You a mess. Oh yeah, that's probably what you meant too. Yep, that's exactly. See it, do it. No, I'll probably be asleep. I need to take my butt to bed. Leon probably went to bed. But when I come on here, I can't help it. Like it seems like when I get on here, I can't. I be saying I'm not gonna be on here long, and then y'all get me started. It's all y'all's fault. Yeah, my aunt used to say that all the time. And I'd be like, what does that mean? And she told me, she was like, basically, it's none of your business. And I'd be like, what? She was like, yeah, people say that because they don't want, it's none of your business. They don't want to tell you what it is, and it's none of your business. I'm like, oh, okay. But I told the kids today what it meant, and they was like, really? They was like, why don't you just say it's none of your business? Because then it's more funnier to say to go see a man about a horse. Really, it's just funnier to say it. And that's the thing I like, and then the fact that you said that Crazilla, like here in Pennsylvania, the governor, he basically like made it to where if you've been incarcerated for something like nonviolent, like weed or whatever, you can get a job. It's not going to be on your record. If you get some dumbass charge and you had to do jail time, they have it set up to where you can get a job and it won't be on your record. You won't have any kind of record like that. I can't wait. I think some things I couldn't wait to tell my own kids. like now I just be like I'll be sending my kids to do the dumbest shit. I'll be like, hey, go give me a pull up. Hey, go do just because my parents did it to me. And they'd be like, I'm like, why are you sucking your teeth? You got a problem? I don't know. I just like messing with my kids. Like earlier, Justin was like, bruh. And I was like, bruh? Are you trying to fight like a bruh? You trying to fight? I'm your bruh? And I got all up in his face and he thought I was serious and I just busted out laughing. He was like, "Oh, I thought you were serious." I was like, "Well, that's how it is in the street. Don't be calling nobody bruh." Exactly. If they can't get a job, they're not gonna be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the governor made it to where if you have like a non-violent drug charge and it's mostly like marijuana, something dumb, then you can get a job and you can be able to go to school and everything with it. Like I don't know, I'm just tired of them saying bruh. And then he'd be like, yeah, okay, bruh. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to? So when he said it to me today, he was like, bruh, and I was like all up in his face, like, you want like what you gonna do, son? He was like he didn't even know what to do. I was like, and I busted out laughing because it was funny. He was like, I thought you was serious. Like, you was really gonna hit me. I was like, no, but I just wanted you to let you know, like, people gonna act like that. Like, older people, they never did. Yup, you are right. Oh, yeah. Prison is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and people don't realize that. People don't realize that prisons and the prisons out here are private, and it's actual law. It's a law. Like not on, I don't know. I don't want to say a law, but like a bill where jails can be privatized and profit off of how many prisoners they can have in their prisons. Girl, I hate the bruh. Yeah, okay. My daughter be saying skeet or skeeter or whatever the words are. And then she tried to say I can't say lit and dope. And I'm like, those words are old as heck. They've been in the vocabulary way before you was even thought of. You wasn't even in my ovaries yet, girl. Goodbye. Like, bye-bye. Like, get out of my face. And same thing with skeet. Like, I remember hearing that in the South. But no, I remember like, but they didn't say skeet. Like the one guy, the way he said it was like, "I'm going down to skeet," and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And then he looked at me like he was mad because the way I said it. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like he was like he wanted to fight because I questioned what the fuck. And I was like, "What is skeet?" And he was like, "Skeet, skeet." I was like, "What the hell is that?" He was like, skeet, walking down the skeet. I was like, I don't know what that is. And then he hopped on the damn horse and went down the skeet. I was so done. He really said that, but he didn't say skeet. It was like the way like a country way of saying street, but it was like it sounded like skeet. Yeah, you just found that out, girl. I've been knew did. You never. Yeah, that's not what ski meant back in the day. That's not what it meant. That's not how I know what ski is. That's not what when I heard the word ski, I was like, don't say that word ever again. She was like, no, it means throwing, tossing. No, that's not what it means. Right. That's not what that's not what it is. I was like, they have an urban dictionary and the words that y'all are using have been around for centuries. Yeah, like it was like screet. Like he said screet. Like Right, technically she's right. I know, but still. No. Stop saying that. No. But yeah, it was like screet. Yeah, that's what he was saying, screet. Like, I'm going down the street. And I was like, what the hell is a screet? I thought he meant like creek. I'm going down to the creek, like something like that. No, he meant the street. And then when he said Christmas, I was done. He was like, Christmas? I was like, what? What is that? He was like, you don't know what Christmas is? I was like, no, what is that? He was like, when Santa Claus comes. Hey, Darla. He was like, when Santa Claus comes? I was like, oh, you mean Christmas? He was like, that's what I said. Like, yeah, cream mud. Like, what the hell? Like, Christmas? Like, what in the world? I was like, you sound weird. He was like, you sound weird. Like, you can tell he was getting agitated with me. Like, Leon, like, and him and Leon were cool, but he was probably like, when your wife is around, don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me to come over here and chill. If your wife comes out, I'm leaving. His uncle lives down south. So like he was cool with like his uncle introduced him to some guy that was like about his age and so they were cool and stuff. And they would smoke together and everything. So I would come out and then like I would talk to him and he would say like him and Leon would have conversations. I'd be like and I was and I think that's why he was agitated because like I would interrupt the conversation and be like, wait, what'd you say? Like what? What did you say? And they try to have a conversation and I'm just interrupting every 5 seconds. Like, wait, what? Yeah, his uncle lived in Alabama and now he lives in Mississippi. So, and he lived all the way like down south, like by the bayou south. Like that's where they still had cotton fields, where black people still believe they're slaves and live on fields because it's all country. Like his aunt said that she seen some black people that look like from back in the day, and they were so shocked to see a car. They were shocked to see a black person driving the car, and she was trying to get them all to get in the car, and they wouldn't leave because they were scared to leave because they thought that their master would kill them. Like, and I was like, nah. And she was like, yeah, like I legit found people that thought they were still slaves. I'm like, and she was like, I really thought, like, she was like, I was really trying to get them to come with me, and they wouldn't leave. They was too scared. And they said they've been living there for years. And the guy, he never upgraded his car, so he always had the same old beat up car and just kept updating it and rigging it. And then now he's like super old. Right. She said dumpster juice. I need to add that to my vocabulary. Yeah, and I didn't believe her, but she was like, "No, legit. Like, I was driving and I seen people in these outfits, and I was like, she was like, for a second there, I thought it was a Little House on the Prairie type of shit." And she said, "No, it was like a good 8 people, black people, and they was just like so shocked to see a car. They were surprised to see like her cell phone. They were shocked to see her cell phone that she had a cell phone. They had no like electronics and stuff." And she was like, she was trying to get all of them in her car, and they wouldn't leave. She was like, come on, like I'll help you. I'll help you get on your feet. I'll help you get whatever you need. And then they was asking her questions. They was like, so you're free? And she was like, yeah. And slavery ended like 70 years ago. There is no slavery. We had a black president. They was like, she said they was like so shocked. And this was like deep in the country. She said she was just driving around and it was in the deep country. And it was just like nothing but fields of cotton. And she just seen somebody running across the field and she just like stopped and was like, the fuck? But yeah, there's still people out there that believe slavery is still exists. And some people just never left the plantation. And I'm surprised. And I kind of believe it though. Like in a way, I didn't believe her, but then when she was telling me, I kind of believe it because the environment and like where they live at, I believe it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like I believe it. And like where they live at is like country. Like their neighbors are like miles away. So I believe that she probably ran into people that still believe their slavery is still alive. Yeah, like they didn't believe there was a black president at some point. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they probably killed the man and dipped out. Because she said that she was telling them everything, like there's cars, there's electronics, there's this, like there's this going on, like we have a black president, women can vote. And they was like they was like black people could vote. Like they was like she said they was so shocked. Like they was like you could tell they were culture shocked because and mind you, she's a I think she's a constable, or she was a constable at that time, and she was in a constable outfit, and so they were kind of like surprised that she was a cop, and they were like, right, ain't that crazy? Like, hey, Coop fam. I was like, wow, okay. And she was like, yeah, it's legit. Like, people really are still living in, and it's crazy. Them towns don't like outsiders. People know not to go to them. Yeah. And I think the only reason why they even like associate with her was because she was a black person. Now, if it was a white person, they probably would have ran. But because it was a black person, they probably was like, she's one of us. So we gonna talk to her. But they said that the old guy, he goes like, they don't leave. They never left the property. Oh, I was telling people about how my aunt found people that thought that slavery was still exist, like that I can't even talk. Slavery never ended. So, and this was all the way down in like Alabama. This was in Alabama. I don't know if wasn't in Alabama. I think it was in Alabama, and she was trying to get them to leave with her. It was like 8 people. And she said she had a little small car, and she was gonna really pack them all in the car. She wasn't trying to come back for nobody. She was gonna make them all, but they didn't want to leave because they had all like personal items and stuff like that. But she said that they told her that the old guy he leaves like once a week to go to the grocery store. They never left the land, and he knows. That's why he won't let them leave the land the property. They don't go out to the store or nothing. They stay on that property, and he's the one that does the shopping and everything. And then you know why he does that, because he don't want them to see nothing. Um, Atmore, but it's probably further out because she said she was driving for a while, like a good like hour and a half. Like she was just driving around. But I believe it because the way their house was set up, like it was like cotton fields everywhere, cotton fields everywhere. And then people drive like literally. They didn't like barely. Did you ever see people drive a car? People were riding horses, chickens, horses, pigs. Like it's country, like real country down there. I loved it though. But yeah, I was like when she was on a story, I was so shocked. She didn't know like direction, like she was just driving around, like she didn't really know where she was at. Right. That's what I'm saying. I would have came back for them in the van. I would have came back. I would have figured out where I was at. But she said she didn't know where to shoot, like the exact location, because at the time the fields were so high with the cotton and everything. And she said it was like 8 people, and she was trying like 8 black people, and they looked like from Little House of the Prairie. Like she was like they look like from back in the day. I believe it. Truth. I mean, mommy on a budget. I believe that they wouldn't do anything. Like they would just allow it. They wouldn't do nothing. especially because I mean I read a lot of documentaries. Really, that's crazy. Because I watch a lot of documentaries, and the one documentary I know I've mentioned this on my channel before about the polygamy and the FDLS cult situation, and they have like their own little town in, is it Utah? I think it's Utah. Utah, one of those places over there. And they have their own police. They have their own police, they have their own banks, they have their own churches, they have their own schools, they have their own medical, offices, they have everything, dentists, everything. So even if somebody's, don't wants to escape, the cops ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, the Warren Jeff, that guy, yeah. It's kind of like dying because the reason why he's dying is because, like, from what I'm researching, is because I guess he gave commands about people not being able to get married, and kids is like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 year olds are like, fuck this, we want to go get married, we want to have kids, we want to do our own shit, like fuck that. So a lot of people are leaving the program, like the situation, because I guess he gave a command saying that, like, you can't get married, you can't have no relations with such and such, and all the kids is like the younger generations are like, what? No. Like, that's the negative. I'm out. I'll be watching Escaping Polygamy. That's what I be watching, and they do not play. Oh wow, really? That's crazy. And I believe it. I believe it. Like, if there's a community that's been around for years, I believe it. That's why people are so open now. That's why people are becoming more open and comfortable with being prejudiced and racist, because Trump made it seem like it was okay. No, I haven't watched Amish Mafia, but I did watch Leaving Amish, I think that's what it's called, where they got, what is the word? I can't think of it. I'm tired. Where they are still Amish and they still have the same beliefs. No, I'm lying. Yeah, they still have the same beliefs, and they read the Bible and they go to church and everything, but they just don't want to read that the Bible that they make them read, because it's in German, and so they can't read the Bible. So it's weird how it is, but it's called Leaving. I think it's called Leaving Amish. I watched that one. That was interesting. I'm gonna have to watch Amish Mafia. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch Amish Mafia. That's interesting. I don't know. I'm just been fascinated with cults lately. I don't know why. I don't want to join one, or maybe I'm researching about it because I want to know the signs. And the Amish don't play. They don't play. Once you've been excommunicated, it's a riot. They don't want nothing to do with you. They won't work with you. The one guy, he was trying to sell his buggy, and nobody would buy it from him, just so that he could benefit off of it. Because he wanted to buy a van for his family instead of living in a buggy. You got a call. I want to see it. Upload a snippet of your cult. I want to see it. I love The Sims. I just haven't played it because I get lost. I would get lost and nothing would get done. Nothing would get done. LSA is a cult. I heard LSA is a cult. I don't know how. Y'all really don't have no rules over there. Oh, and Crazyzilla, I gave up on the conspiracy theory. threads. I was like, I need to get away from this shit. I was like, let me. Even Nana, she was like, she thought I was on there. She was like, you and that damn lipstick alley and that conspiracy theory shit. I was like, no, I'm reading comments on my on my community tab. She thought I was on Lipstick Alley. They probably are, but yeah, I had to stop reading the conspiracy threads because I was spending too much time on there reading the conspiracy theories. It was too much. That is true. You do get ideas, but see, I take it full force. I'm like, oh my god, really? Same with the cold shit. I'd be like, oh my god. Like now, I be like, even on YouTube, I'll be watching True Crime Daily and 60 minute Australia. Leon, like, you watching that shit again? Or I'll be watching. I forgot what the channel's called, but it'd be like Murder's Confessions, and it'd be like 3 hours of somebody's confession, like their interrogation video. Why am I sitting here watching this shit? I don't know, but it's so fascinating. I want to watch it. Right. Like I take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, it's just like I need my tin hat. I need my aluminum foil hat. It make you think. It do make you like, is this real or not? But I'm like, why am I sitting here watching a 3 hour interrogation on some guy confessing to a murder? Like, why am I watching this? Like, I can't believe I'm sitting here watching this. And then I'd be reading the comments, everybody be saying the same thing. They'd be like, I can't believe I sat here and watched this 3 hour long like this the video. Or some people be like, YouTube, how did I end up here and I'm still watching this? So it's not just me. But then it just fucked up my whole damn feed. So now I get a whole bunch of crime stuff on my feed. The human brain. It is interesting because I'm like watching it and I'm like, and then the more I watch it and I'm realizing like these people are legit mentally ill. Like there's no way. Like people be like, oh, it's this, it's that. No, these people are mentally ill. Like the one guy, he said he thought about it for weeks before he killed somebody. And then another guy, he was like, yeah, I thought about it for a while, even, bought the stuff and everything. And then I thought about doing it this day, but then I backed out. And I'm like, you really thought about it? No, you're mentally ill. There's something mentally, like the one guy, he was saying he was thinking about putting pins into people's faces. And I'm like, yeah, something's mentally wrong with you. You don't need jail time. You need to be in a mental institution, drugged up, drooling. That's what you need. Like for real. All right, I've been on here, guys, long enough. I'm done. Let me get off of here. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Leon's probably like, you said you wasn't gonna be on there long. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I don't understand the mind of a murder. I don't. I don't get it. That's why I feel like it has to be a mental illness. I mean, I did learn a lot about sociopaths and psychopaths. Like those two are so totally different things. And I didn't know that. But I did learn a lot of new interesting things though, especially how to read body language. Good night, everyone. Hope everyone has a great night. See y'all tomorrow. I will definitely upload a video tomorrow because I only have one class. And I think the kids only have one class that they have to do tomorrow too. So see y'all tomorrow. Bye.